Big bucket of chicken. Shut the fuck up, Kevin. That's the song
I
part.
didn't know.
What do you got there? What are you holding up?
I thought we
Oh,
were doing a seance. I brought my own candle. Do you remember this candle?
yeah. When did I get that for you? Like, how many years ago was that?
I mean, right after I left my home after divorce. I mean, that would make sense, right?
Kevin's got to do the when was my life shattered math. Oh, that was 3 4 years. That was 3 years, 5 years ago. You know what? I just saw the post. It was like, hey, the pandemic was 7 years ago, technically, but really for us, it was six.
Lou got Lou got me this candle after I got divorced. It says on there, the flavor or the scent is smells like you finally signed those divorce papers. So that
And
was
you
nice.
haven't burned it in years
No,
because I feel like you
I did.
savor it.
No,
You
I did.
savor
I
it.
did. I did.
I know what I'm saying. There's still half there. What does it smell like? Does it smell like hope?
Pure divorce.
It's like you open it and just pee hits you in the face. You're like, that's there it is.
Every time I open it, a lawyer serves me papers.
Yeah, exactly. Every time you open it, your Capital One app just goes pling. It's like, fuck. Ah, it hurts. Everything hurts. Yeah, man. Fucking. So we didn't record last week because I think you had to go to Bangladesh for a mission. Did you cure the children? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I got involved in some heavy shit in Iran, but we're all good now. Yeah, man. And I also got caught up with some pussy in Vegas, but we made it back. I sold some vitamins to get back. No, I went out to California. It was like a big vitamin expo every year. I go there for 3 days, and yeah. Now I'm back, and the weather's shitty again. So here we go.
Better than ever. Yeah, just think about that, kids. Kevin is your vitamin like spokesperson. Like, take your vitamins, take your vitamins, and don't forget about the D.
Yeah.
D for Doritos.
You ever hear about fish oils?
Yeah, fractions, man. No, it's funny. So, like, I saw my sister in New York. It was like rainy today, and then it snowed a little bit more today. It
No,
was
I was
85 degrees here yesterday. It was like 90 the day before.
I love how you like you gloat about that. It should be like that.
I don't because it's bananas.
It is kind of hot. Like now we're at the point now where it's like if it gets too hot, it's like oh fuck.
Well, what happens here? So, okay, yesterday it was 85. The day before was in the high 80s. Today was like 49, 45, 49, which for here is fucking cold with like ice cold wind.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation with you before because I moved to North Carolina and it's warmer. The winters aren't as cold, but the thing about it is there's so much moisture in the air here that when it's 40, it feels like it's when it's 14 degrees on Long Island. The air like hurts to be outside. So I watched this girl. She's from Alaska. I don't know. She was posting something about North Carolina because she's from North Carolina now, and she like travels and hiking. I was watching some hiking videos.
Yeah, now she has a hit YouTube channel called Yukon Jill.
Yeah. She's like, come in the bush and look at my bush. I'm like, that's what everyone's doing on the internet now. It's disgusting. But she's basically said like negative, 20 degrees in Alaska or -5 degrees. It's fucking super cold, but you can be out here if it's like 30. It feels like that because there's so much moisture. Like I swear to God, even still this past winter, like I just hurt. I go outside, I'm like my hands hurt. I used to work for Safe Flight on the island, if you remember. So like this time of year, you know how New York is. Like down here, it snowed, and for 3 days, like 2 days, the snow's gone. They're like, nope, still just in case, don't drive because there might be a patch of ice on Muriel's block. Let's not.
I've heard those stories, man.
But in New York, it's like there's 4 feet of snow. It's like you can come in an hour late. It's like, oh.
Well, we already heard my Chinese restaurant story from last time, So.
Yeah, like that's what it is. Here, it's like there are no plows. But again, we went from that weather. It kind of got warm a little bit last week or the week before, like in the 50s and 60s, and a couple of days where it got almost to 70, and it's like your brain chemistry, like everyone's having that like, oh my God, green. Like, dude, the tree in front of my house bloomed this weekend. And it's the flowers are already almost falling off. Like we went from like it's still winter, out spring.
Yeah, I never trust any of that. It always comes back to bite you in the ass because then it's like, well, it's been 65 degrees for the last week, and then it's like nor'easter. Like every time.
It's like, hey, open up your Easter baskets. There's 4 feet of snow outside. It's like, oh, good.
I did that today. you know how you said it rained and snowed? I walked into a meeting and I was like, at least the rain is melting the last of the snow. Then I walk outside after the meeting and it's fucking snowing out.
I thought you were gonna say like I did that today, Lou. I had my first Easter basket, and I have one every weekend until Easter. I was gonna say something. I had some Cadbury eggs today.
I have to say though, someone got me Cadbury eggs the other day, and you just can't say no to those. That purple fucking bag, that's like that is a weakness of mine. I don't eat a lot of candy, but that is a fucking weakness.
I love candy. I love chocolate. Notice it's specifically chocolate, like the Hershey Nuggets.
It's the
I like.
shell too. I really like
Oh,
the
those Cadbury eggs. Okay, just so we're clear, we're talking about
the
not
mini
the
eggs,
big,
not
the
like the
big
one that
cream
has like
filled
the
one.
hot cum
The
inside.
yeah, yeah. Can I have some? Can I have some of the bunny cum? It's like, oh yeah, yeah.
And they
Oh, it's
make it
my.
seem like they fucking shit out those things. Like those
Oh yeah,
commercials are
it's
weird. It's like the Cadbury bunny's at it again, and he's just fucking shitting out eggs, and we're eating it. What are we doing?
Happy Easter, kids. Jesus. But though the
It's
bag,
insultual.
and what it is too, it is a psychological. We're all programmed. Uh, 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 we're changing the name of the show to the candy guys.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
what
confectionery tales of Louis
because
Seven.
I got to be honest. Like my favorite M&Ms are the Easter when they make them the like all the Easter
The
colors, like the
pastel colors.
pastel colors. I'm like, these taste better. No, they don't, Lou. You know
You
they
still
don't.
dress up in pastels for Halloween, for Easter?
No, I never did that. When did I ever do
Those
that?
every '80s photo of Easter is amazing. Like the colors. Every kid is dressed like they're going to some Saved by the Bell like prom dance. Like it's awesome.
An 80s family photo from Easter is now like a 2020s like a gay Fire Island like weekend. It's like, me and the boys, we're gonna be wide open or whatever they say. I don't know what they say. I don't know the lingo.
It's a perfect excuse to wear green pants and like purple shirts. Yeah, you really look like a fucking like a Easter egg hunt. Like
No, what I will do
of the
I'm
life.
gonna. So last year I recreated, because I haven't done it in a long time. As we might have talked about this before, but at some point when I was really young, I just got candy for Easter. And when you're really little, under the age of 6, you get like a lot of fucking. They make a big deal, and then as you get older, it gets progressively. I would say like more uniform. I was one of 5 kids, so it was like, my mom would put candy in a basket with the fake grass, wrap the basket in like a colorful cellophane. Like, oh god, those I want that. So last year
Oh,
for
you
me,
told me about this.
me
Yeah.
and my girlfriend, I recreate because at a certain point, like I was just getting candy, and then it had to be like the year or the year. So that the following year, X-Men for Sega Genesis came out. So that March or whatever April, I got in my Easter basket a fucking. My mom was like, "You can have one gift." So I
You have a
wanted the.
Sega Genesis game in your Easter basket?
Yeah, yeah.
Now
So
that is
the
lovely.
X-Men
I
game
would
I
get.
got. So I always associate the X-Men, the game that we use the music for the Your Marvel's Best, with Easter. I associate in my head me, Gambit fighting, whatever Apocalypse is Easter for me. That just reminds me of fucking Easter. So last year I bought myself whatchamacallit, I bought myself the Ninja Turtles game, fucking
Yeah,
uh
Hyperstone.
the Hyperstone Heist. And I bought a bunch of candy from the Dollar Tree, bought wraps for me and both me and my girlfriend. I made Easter baskets, wrapped them. But the one thing I'm going to do differently this year, and I will have a recap. I'm not buying Dollar Tree candy ever
Yeah,
again because
okay. Yeah, yeah, you.
uh
No, I agree with you, man. Off-brand chocolate is like, what the fuck is this made out of? I get it,
well,
and I
so like
love.
not Hershey's is not bad, but like you said, the real like no frills. It's like vegetable oil with chocolate coloring. It's like eating grease. It's disgusting.
Imagine like they made a knockoff Cadbury cream egg. Like imagine if like some
Uh
weird company was like Cadbury cum egg or something like something weird.
Hey
Because
kids, get your cream pie egg.
I always remember those commercials because the announcer guy, he always had that like really like raspy voice where he was like, "Nobody knows Easter like the Cadbury Bunny." Like kind of a Nick Nolte-ish voice, like the Happy Days father. Maybe it was actually him. It was David the Gnome. Maybe that guy. I
It
don't
could have
know.
been.
It probably
It could have
was
been.
that guy. No, I
But like
I
that's
love that.
because they didn't change. You know, there was a period of time where like they're like, this ad is working. We're not going to change it for 29
Like the Tootsie
years.
Roll commercial, like that commercial never changed.
No.
Like I can still sing that song like all the way through to this day. And I also love that there was a dick owl in the commercial that fucking ate the kid's lollipop. And like the kid just had to eat it. Like he was just like, yeah, I fucking brought this guy to fucking do this to me. You know, he did it to himself. So, you know,
Yeah, that owl's on the Epstein list I read. I mean, that's pretty fucked up.
well, there's a lot of people on the Epstein list.
His
I
land.
think there's like one page with just me. They just mentioned me. Like, is Kevin coming? And then there's like no more pages after that. Luckily,
It's like one of those things. Like today, I had to go to I was just explaining. I had to go to the gun shop to purchase my new firearm, and you have to answer. As many people may or may not be cool with, you do have to do a background check, no matter what, no matter how times you go there and how
well, that's
lawful
good.
you are.
I'm glad.
And you do your background check, and the questions they ask you for your background check always make me laugh, but also make me nervous. So it's like, are you on the run from the law? Yes or no? I'm like, and like for a second there, you're like, am I? I'm not, but like, am I?
No,
Have you ever had a felony? Have you ever done this? Have you ever done that? And you have to say yes or no, because if people lie and they punch your social in, and and one question is it just immediately kicks back and have a nice day, goodbye. So
can
like,
you get me one day? Can you just get me a picture? Because I feel like you are like the perfect like candidate for the bullets like this and this. I feel like if you could just get me one fucking picture of that where you're just fucking like armed to the teeth with like the crossover bullets, I would
the
fucking love
bandoliers.
that. Like that would be an amazing picture.
Another thing people don't realize about guns and ammo is I could do that, but that's expensive, Kevin. Bullets are not fucking cheap. Even like the cheap bullets are not cheap. It's like, fuck. Every time I walk in that place, I'm like, God damn it. My Capital One card is like, what are you doing?
I love
here?
that. That's an old Chris Rock bit where it's like the bullets should be way more expensive than the guns. You can have the guns, but if you want a bullet, it's going to cost you. It's like, man, I would fucking kill you right now if I could afford it.
Yeah, look, that's a good bit because I guess like I didn't get into firearms till like the last 5 years. I mean, I kind of liked them, but I couldn't get them in New York and didn't care and was into shooting and whatever. But like you always read on Reddit, it's like back in 2008, it was like $9 for a gun, and for $20 you could buy like a billion, a garbage pail of ammunition. Now it's like you have to like fill out this paperwork. No, dude. I mean, I know I'm in the South, but I'm not like in the deep South. But the first time I went to a different gun range that I go to now, every gun range is also a store. You could buy all your accessories, firearms, whatever. They sell, rifle rounds by the drum. So like a half a 50-gallon drum, 10,000 rounds or something like that, 10 or 12,000 rounds for like $9,000 or something like that. So you could just buy it by the barrel. Like it's fucking duck vaginas.
I just thought of something too, Lou. Like Marvel's like owned by Disney, so they'll never fucking do this. But imagine if they had like a Punisher themed gun store, like they were like Frank Castle's Bungalow, like people would fucking like that place would never not be packed if they had like fucking Frank Castle's Bungalow. Like people would fucking come from all across the country to go there.
I mean, a lot of gun ranges do have like. I mean, the theme is usually America. That's usually the theme of most. It's like when you're here,
like pure vigilantism. Like we need that. We need that. Like criminal scum. Anybody who has a criminal record can't like come there. Like if they like even committed like a misdemeanor, like they can't go there because you'll be killed on sight.
The vigilante themed, where it's like you walk and you're like, yeah, I just got a divorce. It's like, would you like to see our Uzi section, sir? It's like, do you have it in purple? It's like, we do, sir. It's actually eggplant.
Don't forget to
delicious.
visit the gift shop and purchase the Skull Sheet shirt as well.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. No, it's fucking. I know it's funny. So I was at the range. Obviously, I bought I had to fill out my paperwork, do everything lawfully and legally. I want to make sure I say that. And then in the back of the store is the actual place you shoot. Today, of course, it's like middle of the day. It's like maybe like around 3:30. So typically that's good time to go because not everyone's there. It's not after work or whatever.
Right.
I was done early. But today there was on one side of the range, because it's like split by a wall, they're doing like their like concealed carry class. So it's like, half the people have experience, of the half don't, and they're taking the class and it's just scary.
Wow.
And the other half was the what do they call it? The like the final stages to get your like security guard license. You have to actually like go and you shoot. So it's like 10 guys with a guy with a bullhorn, and you have to like shoot standing, shoot kneeling, do all these different things so you can actually like, if God forbid you actually have to pull out your pistol while guarding wherever you're guarding, you can do it. But the fucking crew of people, think about it, people who like don't want to be a cop or can't be a cop, but they can be a security guard. Like, I mean, like the disabled, the elderly. One guy was old, so I have to wait to go, and I have to wait my turn so I can go shoot my new toy. So I'm looking through the window, and there's a guy, God bless him, Kev. He was maybe in his 60s. He was like not in shape, and you have to put your gun in your holster, pull it out, shoot, drop the mag, switch. So it's like tactical reloading, and so you have like the dexterity, like I know how to use this firearm. And when he's pulling his pistol out, his hand is like this, dude. I'm not exaggerating.
God.
So like he's pointing the gun, and the target's whatever 25 yards away, and I could see like both instructors are just like near him. They're like, this guy is going to kill himself, us. And I kept thinking to myself, because it's a lot of people standing around waiting. I don't want to spout my stupid ideas. Being a police officer, like obviously it's, you volunteer to do that. You go through the training. This is like, you may or may not be killed because someone wants to steal cabbage at Walmart. Like, dude, just shoot for fun, like the rest of us. Like, is it that much more money that you're putting your life on the line for a fucking bank or something? Like, just let them steal or don't be there.
Let them watch the video I watched when I was a kid when my dad got a gun. If they watch just the Eddie the Eagle video, then they're good.
Oh, yeah. You watched that video of Eddie the Eagle?
Yeah, my dad like made like a big deal about it. He's like, kids, sit down. I have something to show you. You know that
I'm gonna find a clip of that, Eddie, because I think you might have told us about that.
Of course I did. Do you remember the song? I remember it like it was.
Is it like a bullet? Is it like a talking bullet? Is that what it is, or is it an
eagle?
No,
he's an eagle. He fucking swoops in. He's like fucking McGruff, but he's a fucking eagle. I don't think he has pants. I think he has a white T-shirt, but no, Eddie the Eagle, and he has a song. You know what the song was, right?
I don't. Sing it.
Stop! Don't touch! I'm Eddie Eagle, and I like you too much to see you get hurt, and that's why I say, if you spot a gun, just walk away. Go find an adult, go tell him what you found. Guns shouldn't be left lying around. Yeah, stop! Don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult. Do it with me now, stop! Don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult.
Grandma, we found a gun in the attic!
All right. The kids told their grandma, and I knew my work was done. Now they know what to do if they see a gun.
Way to go, Eddie!
Stop! Don't touch. Leave the area, tell an adult. Stop. Don't touch. Leave the area, tell an adult. That was the song that we learned.
Well, that's good advice, to be perfectly honest.
With my dad's new gun. That's how you learn. Imagine these security guards. I bet you that they just showed that they get it. Okay, I get it now. I still can't grip my gun, but I know things now from Eddie the Eagle. He educated me.
Yeah, it's fucking stop. Don't touch. Like like they were in that boardroom. Like, should we make it a rap? It could be.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing. Like Eddie the motherfucking Eagle, something like that. Like.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Stop.
Exactly. It's fucking but no, it's just one of those funny observations. I'm like, oh my god, like that's the people. That's why if shit goes down, like all these like gun guys on the internet are like, I'm gonna I'm gonna leave. If I hear shooting and it's not at me, and like I don't have like someone with me that I need to protect, I'm going the opposite way. I'm getting out. I'm leaving. I'm getting back in my car. Like, nope, no Walmart today. Da 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 da. Put my music on. I drive away. There's like fire and explosions in the background. It's like la la la. Like that whole like a good guy with a gun stops a bad guy. Yes, if I'm 5 feet away and I don't like carry one. I don't wear shorts. I wear shorts that I bought at Walmart. It's like my holster doesn't fit quite on the tie strap waistband. It's not really a good look. I can't put a belt over my end one shorts that I bought at Walmart right by the register. You know, like I can't fucking. That doesn't really. It's not really my attire. But yeah,
I was driving the other day, and you know how you see like the messages of like person missing or stop, don't drunk drive, like all that kind of shit.
yeah.
So there was a new one that started like popping up. Why don't you see this? Do you have this down here too? Drowsy driving.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, no, it's all over Long Island now, but it's like it's making it sound like you're committing a crime for being tired. Like it really like, and so I saw a few of them. It was like stay awake, stay alive, help stop drowsy driving. Like, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to report somebody? Like, you see somebody like kind of like nodding off a little bit, like you're supposed to fucking what? Like alert the cops? Like, I don't know.
Well, that's for you. So okay, so that's for you because look, it happens. Truck drivers, I mean,
Sure.
they know it.
Oh,
That's
I
why they
know that,
fucking
but-
they're eating like fucking speed in their fucking, you know, in their
Yeah.
in their.
But I'm
in
like,
their,
look, we all got to do our thing, right? Like, we have to go to work, we have to make a living, we have to do this. Like, sometimes it's like you're just fucking tired. It's just like the way it was, like the way it comes off. Then the other one was, you snooze, you lose. Like on the board, like as you're driving on the Long Island Expressway. I'm reading that like it's like Arnold reading things off the fucking teleprompter. You snooze, you lose. You know, like just
Don't be
weird
a
shit
loser.
like that, you know, I'm sure
Well,
they're
that's
gonna
why-
get worse. They're gonna get like
that's
more,
why the
more
rumble
like,
strips. That's why those rumble strips are all along every major highway in the fucking country.
oh, is
those,
that why?
Those bumps are there, so if you're veering off, it's supposed to like, so you don't just keep going until you hit the fucking divider, and then fucking you're in an accident. That's what those are there for. Those are.
That's one thing
like,
I always hated about. I always had that fear is upstate. It seems like every other area has a giant crevice of just like if you go off the road, like you're going like 900 miles into the Grand Canyon, like every time. Like, you know, like it's like different places you fall asleep are definitely, you know, you either survive it or you're fucking in a chasm. Like on those like stock photos of like the cars going off the fucking road. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude. When I drove across the country back in 2020, you know, like once you get past like the middle of the country, most of the highways are like 2 lanes, one coming, one going. Speed limit's like 80, 85 miles a fucking hour. And there's these little triangle signs, you know, it's like no passing zone, meaning you're coming up on a rise. So if someone's coming, you're not going to see until you get to the top of that little hill, and it's over. Like it's going to be a fucking like large march, a garbage truck falling up the top of the Empire State Building.
The clanging of fucking metal shards. Yeah.
Dude, no joke. I was in my bus, max speed 63.2 miles per hour, and it's 85. So what happens is every like 10 miles, there's a little like 150-foot long pop out, and I would just pop out into the little side of the road, and just 2 miles of cars would just go past me. I'd wait till it was clear and get back on. I was trying to be polite. Truck drivers, I'm doing 60, like I said, maximum 64 miles per hour, and I'm coming to that little triangle sign, no passing area, and here comes a fucking 100,000-pound truck doing like 90 miles an hour, just in the oncoming lane, just whiz past me. Like they're like, fuck it, I hope I die. I hope today is the day. Like I don't give a shit. And the same thing, driving through Arizona.
Like if something hits that, they're probably gonna be okay. It's the other.
I mean, everyone's fucking
everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead.
Blood on the side of the road in the
Seriously.
Chicago.
Yeah, but dude, driving through parts of Arizona, it is mountainous. People don't realize it's fucking like around the Grand Canyon. Like you don't drive to the Grand Canyon, you have to drive up to the Grand Canyon, then back out of it. And these like same thing, like you said, you're on these like roads where it's like if my brakes fail, I'm not just gonna crash into the the side of the road, I'm gonna fall for about 2 minutes before I actually die. It's gonna just be screaming, and like I'll probably be killed by like my toilet and my bed hitting me before I actually fucking crash. It's like fucking like
I mean, if anyone needs the drowsy driving signs, it's those areas, right? I mean, I get that. I mean, that's
you know what we have.
Death.
You know what we have down here. I've seen them here in North Carolina. I've seen them in Florida. It's that same sign that says like, whatever, Amber Alert. It says high crash area. So like for this particular day of the week and this time of day, a lot of people are crashing and dying. So just FYI, there's a good chance to you're going to be wheels side up at some point. I enjoy
sliding rock zone too. That's my favorite.
Sliding rock zone. Yeah. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this information? It's like, no, don't worry. We put a Home Depot cyclone fence along the mountain. That should hold the whole mountain up as you drive by.
Go like, slower so you can see the actual boulder, like smash into the side of your car.
Yeah, your Prius is going to do fine when a 40-ton rock lands on top of it. Good thing
I'd rather go 90 miles an hour and see the boulder like go behind me each time, right? Like it's like a video game. Like you hold the B button in Sonic, and then you're dashing across the fucking street.
I would watch that, like just a perfectly round boulder barreling down the New York State Thruway, and just you and your Mazda, just fucking like it's like fucking like speed. You're just like, I gotta stay above 70 miles an hour, and the car's just fucking just like barely like the fucking pickup truck in Terminator 2. Just like max speed is like fucking like 60. It's like I
always hated that line that he said. He's like, and he goes, this is the top speed of the vehicle. He goes, are you kidding me? I can get out and run faster than this. Yeah, you can't run fucking 65 miles an hour, you fat fuck. And furlong.
He's on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram.
Edward Furlong makes me feel better about myself every single time I see him. I'm like, I am killing it right now.
Oh my god, he was so riding so high, and then did you hear that? You ever hear that story he tells about how he was gonna be in Terminator 3, and they're like, listen, man, just don't do drugs, and he was like, oh, I'm doing drugs. Yeah, and he went out. He's like, and then what happened was I got a hot dose and I woke up. They said I OD'd, but I don't remember. I'm like, just what? Like, we're gonna give you millions of dollars to play this one character that you've been playing. Can you do it? Like, I really hope I can, but I'm not. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Like, I get addiction. I'm sure people are like, that's it. Whatever. I'm just, dude. Just for like a week, stay sober. Then once they start filming, you can do whatever the fuck you want because they're not going to waste the film. Like they'll just put you in rehab like they did Lindsay Lohan. Like, oh, 4-day rehab or whatever. You're fine. You're back. They give you the fucking Judy Garland pills or whatever. It's like, mommy's got to act today. Mommy's got to work or whatever. I don't know what happens, Kevin.
He's flying. He's flying.
What is that? Is that the fucking what's this caffeine pills from Saved by the Bell? Jesse's like, I'm so
excited. I'm so scared.
Jesse.
So excited.
I'm so scared. Oh God. That's I honestly, that's one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is the serious sitcom episodes. Every of those 90s, 80s sitcoms always had serious issue episodes, and I think they're all so fucking good, man. Like all the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air ones, all the Saved by the Bell, Family Matters. I watched the Family Matters one the other day, where like Carl's son Eddie got pulled over by the racist cops. Like that was a fucking great episode. Oh my God.
I'll tell you what, though, in 2026, I could really use a pep talk from Uncle Phil. I really could. Could use one.
Uncle Phil was the man. I loved Uncle Phil. He was awesome. And then, like, when you realize he was also the voice of the Shredder, it just his street cred was like way up there.
But I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth.
Yeah, like that's him. And what's fucked up? When I was a kid, I did not know that.
No, I didn't.
I don't think I knew that until college.
I think I figured it. No, I think I figured it out though around like junior high, maybe. I didn't because I'm good with like I was like, there's no way that's not Shredder. Like his voice, you know. There's like if you go on YouTube, there's like if you just watch those episodes, they're unbelievable. There's such like they actually make you like tear up a little bit. They're like so good, and then it's just back to like slapstick, like Urkel just built a spaceman. Like 5 minutes later, like it's just hilarious. Those shows, like it's like the most like serious, like Carlton could have been killed, and then all of a sudden like Jazz getting like tossed out of the fucking house, and it's just like right back into it. I love it.
Yeah, we couldn't. They were good in the 90s, especially. And look, it's got its corny aspects and it's hokey and campy or whatever, but it was extremely enjoyable and watchable. That formula, though, is, in my opinion, outdated. That's why any show in the last 20 years that has that formula, I cannot watch like you said, the fucking setup punchline jokes all the time. Every like line of dialogue, everyone's like finishing each other's sentences, like that snappy, quick dialogue annoys me. And then, like you said, they'll have like the 2 minutes of like, we got to tackle date rape, and then right back to bop-a-doo-ba-dee.
Yeah, right. The next episode, it's like it never happened. Like everybody's forgetting.
The next scene, it's like, glad we figured out that social issue. Hey, what's it's crazy on this side of the street. Everything's well lit, and it's I don't know. It's just I'm too cynical. But hey, do you have a character for us tonight, Kev?
I sure do, Lou.
Are you ready? All right, who we got? Who are you going to dazzle us with tonight?
Lou, listen, we're going to go right back to World War II because the Red Skull needs help. He needs his own team of superpowered villains. And when things get really, really fucking like the shit hits the fan, you got to get this guy on your team. Armless Tiger Man.
No.
Yeah, Armless Tiger Man. He's a Nazi. And he has arms. But the good news is, Lou, is that he has trained himself to make his teeth and feet pretty much offset the lack of arms, where he can do everything with his teeth and everything with his feet that someone would use their arms for. So guess what? He's just a normal guy with no arms, but with really awesome legs and teeth. Yeah. So, but also a Nazi. Like I was just reading. So there's a story. The last story he was in was a Captain America Black Panther story from World War II. It's actually cool because it's the Black Panther's father teaming up with Captain America in the World War II, and they go to Wakanda, and like so he's also a cannibal, by the way. So he also like fucking like
is his name actually like
Armless Tiger Man is his fucking name. He has this like yellow costume, is like red trunks, looks like a wrestler, and he's got like little stirrups on his like legs. He's got like sharpened claws in his teeth and his feet. But I literally was reading the dialogue, and you know what he said? He like murdered a bunch of like Wakandans, like by eating them, and he goes, I'm beginning to have a taste for dark meat. Like that was the line. He's like a total Nazi, like, but also his backstory is super tragic, Lou. Like, so his real name is Gustav Hertz, and he worked. So as a child, he worked in a mechanical laboratory in Munich, Germany during the 1940s. One day, his arms got caught in a machine and they had to be amputated. Surviving the experience of giving reading material on how to operate day-to-day using his mouth and feet, Hertz developed a hatred of all machines and began honing his skills and working himself to his peak physical levels. As the Armless Tiger Man, Hertz uses enhanced strength to wreck machinery in Nazi Germany. Captured by the Nazis, they learn of Hertz's hatred of machines and send him to the United States to undermine their defense efforts. So it's like, Armless Tiger Man, see that machine? Go get it. And that's what they did. The Red Skull will be like, go get him. So yeah, that's he's had like a couple of appearances. And honestly, the last time I was just reading the comic with him, one of Captain America's soldier guys puts a bullet in his head, so he dies in that comic. So I don't think we're going to be seeing him anytime soon. But
oh no,
a guy again that debuted 1941. Like all those World War II comics. He really was part of that that different era, the Captain America era, where he was actually fighting Hitler. So he was one of the Nazi superpowered guys. And you'll see, he has no arms, Lou. He literally, yeah, it's hilarious. It's but also like he's kind of dangerous. Like I wouldn't fuck with that guy. He's got nothing to lose. Maybe his legs.
So that's actually one of the guys, like the characters they made in the 40s. Like,
yeah, his first appearance was Marvel Mystery Comics number 26, October 1941.
now this might be a dumb question.
There was a lot of golden age heroes back then. There was the original Angel was like a World War II hero, and that's who originally fought. But then they put him into like Captain America comics after that.
Was Stan Lee in the?
No, that was pre-Stan Lee. Stan Lee was more like 62, 61. That's like
okay. I was gonna say.
That's when the Silver Age launches. The Golden Age is like the 40s. That's like when it's really not Marvel, it's like something else, but Marvel buys the rights, so technically it becomes Marvel. But yeah, so if you're ever looking for like a recruit a villain, then again maybe you're like, hey, well let me see if is there anybody that has no arms. You should not.
But now it makes more sense because so basically all media like. In every war, just like we're experiencing now, they got to create the enemy, but put it in a context where the people like can like hate. So it's like let's make stupid, weird, evil, and sometimes powerful Nazi figures to get the kids.
Yeah.
It's like, hey kids, buy the comic, get your free little pinch of chewing tobacco or whatever the fuck they were giving kids in fucking 1941, and fight those Nazis.
There was a whole team of Nazi super villains. There was Masterman, Warrior Woman, and then U-Man, the Sleeper Robots. Like there was a bunch of Arnim Zola. Like they were all Baron Strucker. Like all these German Nazi Hydra guys.
So wait, U-Man like a U-boat, like he was like a submarine guy.
Well, that's what he was named after, but he was Submariner was fighting in World War II, but he was the evil Submariner, U-Man.
Oh, that's so good. It's like everyone's doing their part. Buy war bonds, kids.
Yeah, I love the World War II stuff. It's so funny that they try to like incorporate the real history. Like we had superheroes fighting for our side. Captain America's invaders.
It's so funny. I just watched like recently. I didn't finish it because it's 3.5 hours long. I put on the uncut Watchmen, and that's the Watchmen starts in World War II era and goes up through Vietnam, and Nixon is still president, and I guess the current day for the Watchmen is the 80s, so it's like it's a 45-year time period. But that's interesting to see like the heroes of the 40s were just like what's your skill? Hard punching.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, and Marvel and DC was exactly like Watchmen. I mean, it really was a parody of Marvel and DC's like Golden Age heroes. They really were just that guy, like a guy in spandex that was like, I punch people. Like that's really what it was. You're right.
It's like, what's he doing? Like he's eating like a cheeseburger and cigarettes, a hamburger, and then he's gonna go punch some Nazis who are trying to sneak into Times Square. Not today, Nazis! And then like the last page of the comic is like that racist caricature of like a Japanese guy, like, and it's like, oh no, next week we're gonna fight the Japs. And then don't forget, kids, to buy whatever they were selling people in the 40s, like buy soap. Or whatever the fuck they were fucking selling, fucking people back then, like buy Geritol or whatever products they were. I have no idea, but that's funny. You're right. I mean,
that was the name of the super team. It was called Super Axis.
Super Axis, the Axis. But so I was watching something recently about DC Comics. So DC Comics, same thing. It originally was called something comics. The fuck's the DC and DC stand for, Kev? You know, right? Don't you know? Because it was the same.
I don't know that. I feel shitty for not knowing that.
Well, kill yourself later, but right now, just let's figure it out because I'm gonna look it up because I remember the same thing. It was here. I'm gonna write live on the show.
I'd like to solve the puzzle. Who is Andre the Giant?
Detective Comics. That's right.
Well, no. Detective Comics was Batman. I don't think it was.
So I'm saying that's DC. DC was Detective Comics, and it was just like that's what it was. It was just like these random, comics, and it became like Superman and Batman and that kind of shit. And okay, so like let's see, let's look up what was the Marvel before Marvel. Let's see if it gives me an actual answer. Atlas Comics, Timely Publications.
Timely, that's the one I was thinking of.
Timely started in 39, and then later Atlas Comics started in the 50s. So I'm assuming they bought Timely and like just made it, obviously it's fucking, because Marvel technically
is Namor. The first character for Marvel is Namor.
It says the official Marvel era began in 1961. So all those characters are under the umbrella of Marvel, but it was Timely and then Atlas.
Yep.
So so they just basically bought some bigger company.
Yeah,
bought those comics.
DC did the same thing too.
Yeah, because they were showing like
characters.
Yeah, Detective Comics. So it was like, I don't know. Is Dick Tracy a DC character, or is that not? Is that
no? No, he was like a comic strip.
So okay, strip. It's different.
Syndicate features or whatever was that. Warren Beatty still owns the rights to Dick Tracy. He bought all the entire rights to it.
Interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just playing. I have my it's funny. I think about Dick Tracy. So I have my the game emulator, and I was playing it last weekend with my nephews who were like,
what platform? The Genesis one?
No, well, I have everything from Atari and like Neo Geo up to PlayStation 1.
I'm saying the Dick Tracy though. What version were you playing?
I think it's Genesis. It might be. The
Nintendo
Mega Drive
one is super frustrating to play. That is.
It might be the Nintendo one. It might be the NES one. But I saw the
Genesis one though. The Genesis one is interesting.
There's a lot. Look, there's 80,000 games, but realistically, there's like 40,000 games because it gives you like every version of the real popular ones where it's like, hey, let me see what Tetris you guys have, and it's like Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo, the 4 different Nintendo versions or 20 different Nintendo. So like you pick, and I think I was telling you a month ago, I wanted to play for the first time in fucking 25 years Mario 3.
Right.
And I was playing 2-player with my sister, and I'm like, it's fucking hard. And I realized I clicked on the Japanese version. So the Japanese version is significantly harder as far as gameplay goes. Yeah. And one of the things they do to you, and of course you have the save state. So I already was like,
I still thought 3 was kind of hard. I still think the American version is a hard game.
No, it's definitely not hard. It's definitely not easy. But what happens is if you, in the Japanese version, let's say you get your mushroom, you get big, and then you get like a flower, fire flower, or some other power up. If you get hit, you remain big. And then if you get hit again, then you go to small. In the Japanese version, no matter how many power-ups you have, if you get hit once, you're right back to small. So like that immediately fucking fucks you up.
Right. Okay. That is significantly harder, right?
And the background
lose the tail, right? If you got hit, right?
And it's like a few other differences, like as far as like background colors and shit like that. But it is like there was one. I mean, obviously, I'm with the emulator, which is, as far as I'm concerned, cheating. But I'm too old to have that level of stress in my life of like trying to play through a game a million times. I don't have the.
I don't even know how I did it back then.
Because
I don't know how I sat there and like lost and still kept trying to win. Like now it's like the idea of starting over of something is crazy to me. And that's back then. Like you didn't have save states every 5 seconds. So you couldn't like survive falling off a pit with a playback button. Like these kids are such pussies now, man. They don't fucking know how it was back then, man. It was hardcore. Hard fucking core. Like no saves. Just beat it all at once. The game is super hot. It's burning up your rug. Like you don't know what's happening inside of the console. You don't know if like it's gonna spontaneously combust, but we want to beat that fucking game. And you know what?
I gotta say,
I would play those games to like spike that fucking game, right? Like if I like got real far and died, like I was coming right back the next day. Like you're going down, man. Like I
agree.
Make it a goddamn mission.
But I really do think it's like when you're between the ages of 12 and 17, you just have your circulatory system, your nervous system, your immune system is like peak. I was playing at that in one night. I got to world 7 or 6, like, you know, there's only 8 worlds in Mario 3, and even with the save state, I'm like, oh, you can get to like anywhere in the game and just save right there. So I could just keep trying. I could feel it. I was like, if I didn't have this and I had to get enough lives, because once you lose all your lives, it'll just bring you back to the beginning of the world that you're in. So you don't lose everything. But when you turn that game off, you're fucked. So you had to either leave your game on all night long and like turn your TV off and hope you turned it on in the morning, it wasn't frozen, or start over. And I got to tell you, I don't have that. I don't have that in me.
Yeah, no,
anymore.
it sucks because look, I'm just like, there's certain games I'm just like good at no matter what. Like I played them and mastered them, and if I play them again, like I'll just destroy them. But then there's games that there's no like improving yourself with certain games. Like you think like, oh, it was because I was a dumb fucking kid and I can't play video games like I play now. No, if that game was fucking impossible when you were a kid, you're going no further when you're like, it's just because they call it Nintendo hard. Like it's just, you can't beat it. It wasn't designed to be beaten. They were trying to stop people from renting games on a weekend and beating them and never buying them, or going to the arcade and like playing them. Like when you got a game at home, their goal was, you're not going to beat this game. It's going to punish you. If you want to beat this fucking game, you're going to have to earn that shit. And that's what they do. They make it fucking hard on purpose. And that's the thing too, is that that frustration part of it, like you said, it just doesn't exist anymore. You hit a button you could save every second of every goddamn game you play now. Every single game, you hit a button and it saves something. It doesn't, it's not the same feeling anymore. I fucking hate that. So if I ever was going to like be like a purist with a game, I would say, listen, no, we're going to beat it the right way. We got to beat it like from front to back. And look, if a game does offer a save state, like our password system, that's great. But if it's off just like hitting the X button to save something because that's the way it is now, well, fuck that. That's not the way the game was supposed to be played.
If you want, when I come up in April, I can bring it. It's like, it's a little fucking hard drive, and you just plug it in.
Please bring it.
yeah. Let's ruin
I like
ruin the whole weekend.
Like, all right, you can go away now.
No, I like it because 90 so far, I've only come across a couple games that work but have like glitchiness to them. Like unfortunately, Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart for Super Nintendo, the options bar in the beginning is invisible, so you have to kind of guess if you're picking first or second player or 2 players or whatever. But once you get it going, it's still pretty glitchy. But that compared to the Mario Karts that exist now, like I played the Mario Kart from the Nintendo Switch, which is fucking awesome. Old Mario Kart, not only is it like so plain, it's hard just like because the pixels, like you're gotta cut these corners and you hit a brick. It's like,
what are you talking about, like the original Super Nintendo version?
Yeah. The original. I have the original version, and it is like I've been playing mostly Mortal Kombat. Like I just like playing the first Mortal Kombat.
I always kind of say that like maybe we're living in like a parallel universe. Like maybe a couple years ago, like something changed. I feel like that's even part of that, like the video game part of it. Even like little things, like to me, like the other, like I don't remember there ever being lines for the men's bathroom. And now everywhere I go, like the lines out the door, like we're fucking sitting down and taking a potty. Like I don't know. It's weird to me. Like, and then even like getting on a plane now, or getting off a plane, it seems to take like for fucking ever. I just remember it being like such an easier process. I don't know what changed.
Well, I mean, I as you know, I don't like to fly. If you want to talk about airports, but I imagine the slowing of the airport is the safety, the more checking. Because back then,
but the thing is, it's not even that. It's the process I'm talking about is, so they call your like row. It's like, or like your zone, they call it like zone 1, zone 2, whatever. And then people get their ticket, and then they go down the ramp. And then by the time they call your number, that line, that has walked past the ticket thing has not moved. So now you're sitting in the before the plane in like the little corridor thing, waiting to get on the plane. And it's just like this long ass line. It takes like a half hour now to like get on the actual plane. And that I just don't remember that ever happening. And then like and then when you're ready to deboard, same thing. It's like all we're doing is we're getting up, and then the door opens and we're walking out. And it's just like I don't know if like people's like I don't know. It just seems weird to me. And then like every time I go take a piss, it's like remember like we used to laugh at the girls like sitting there with their fucking line. Like why is the men's line the same amount as the girls' line now? That never used to be the case. I just feel like everything now is just something weird. Like there's something parallel, something different. And even like those video games, I bet you like if I even talked about like, oh, we didn't have save states. Like people would be like, oh, what do you mean? There was always save states. Like I feel like people will say that to me. You know what I mean? Like where I'm like, fuck you. Like you didn't fucking live my life. Like I know what happened. Like
you don't know me.
The Mandela effect stuff. Like I'm a big believer in that, Lou, because I have a great memory.
You think Mandela doesn't know what this is? You think Mandela doesn't know it's popping on the streets?
And then I got to talking to more people, and like, you know, they believe this stuff, and like I don't usually buy into that kind of shit, like conspiracy theory stuff, but I know my memory, and like some of that stuff is just the same thing. It's like, how do you tell me this didn't exist? Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, look, if you want the Mandela stuff, I really don't like because there's no physical evidence.
Here's why, Lou. And before you say anything, because you always go to like the extreme of like what people believe. Like
no,
you're
I
always
want physical evidence.
Like onto the QAnon reptile, and those people suck, man.
No, dude, physical. So the Mandela effect is like, hey, this movie existed. Okay, that means people bought the VHS. Produce one VHS tape and like the Shazam
I don't see the Sinbad one. I don't believe. What I do believe, Lou. Here's what I do believe. A cornucopia was in the Fruit of the Loom logo, and they're trying to tell me that a cornucopia was not in the Fruit of the Loom underwear logo. Fuck you. You're not telling me otherwise. That's that's one thing. And then the other one, Ed McMahon was never part of Publishers Clearinghouse. Even my grandma was like, yes, he was. My grandma, she's fucking 93 and she fucking remembers it. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about, Lou. But I don't buy into that Shazam bullshit. Sinbad wasn't in that. They're thinking of Kazam.
Yeah.
No, that one I don't. But there's a bunch of them, Lou, that I'm like, I clearly remember. Like, I don't beat around the bush with how my memory is. And I don't, like, I'm like Professor X, son. But
yeah, anyway, but there would be, like, tons of physical evidence. There's none.
Yeah, but that's where to go, though.
That's why it's dumb to me. It didn't go anywhere.
But why do we all have these memories, though?
Because there's nothing worse than like the recounting of a witness. Nothing. It's the least weight in court.
So when I hear something like, "Oh, that never existed," and then I go, "Yeah, it did," and then in my memory vividly, like I remember there's some of these things that are a little weird. Now I can't explain why there's no like. Well, here's the old commercial, but there are moments on Carson where you can find Ed McMahon talking about it, like Publishers Clearinghouse.
So I think the problem I have with like the Mandela effect people is because there are several
the people. It's not like that, Lou. It's not some fucking movement like that.
Yes, it is.
Like
yes, it is.
People having discussions about this.
Yeah, but when it gets to the thing of like what you just said, like where'd it go? It's like nowhere. It didn't go anywhere because things. There's evidence of stuff
live in parallel universes. What? Lou, Secret Wars is a few years away.
No. It's not about parallel universes. It's about what happens is like at a certain point, certain things do exist, and then it's like your memory is just as good as your memory is. It's 50% of it. It's like it's fucked by 30 years of biased thoughts, and it really does change because.
Well, I tell you what, Lou, I think you just don't know the extent of my memory, and I just I think your offensive dialogue towards my memory is it's
because like everything is documented. Like people have recorded just TV, so there would be some. And what makes it worse for me is when you actually like occasionally I will go down rabbit holes. People create fake evidence and that just pisses me off even more. It's
Well,
like
there you
now
go.
you're.
I don't deal with those fucking people. Like, who wants to
But
deal
I'm
with
saying,
that?
like,
But if you have a standard conversation with people, there's people that really are not like anywhere near a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but they are sharing these thoughts and going, "Yeah, what the fuck, man?" And that's all I can say is, "What the fuck." You're right. I mean,
I do
look,
believe in.
if
So I
there-
do believe in certain things like shared.
Yeah, we all.
What-
There's some people from Dimension A, and there's some people from Dimension B. So I think that like some of the people from Dimension A like remember that stuff, and then the idiots like you like from Dimension B that are a little skeptical about all this. Like we know you. We
I only want
see you all
evidence.
the time.
But I only want evidence. That's the thing. I just
Yeah.
I don't say no. I just say like, okay, if I see physical evidence, I'll be like, wow, that's awesome. Until then, it's just people misremembering together.
Well, that's how they get you.
Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I will say that
Is there one of them though? You're like, really?
I don't really know that many of them. I know like the Shazam,
Oh,
the
that one I don't
cornucopia,
believe 'cause I'm a movie guy.
the cornucopia, and
There's
the Ed
another
McMahon
one.
one.
There's a weird one with. You ever see the movie Moonraker? It's a James Bond movie.
I'm not a James Bond fan, so I definitely have not seen that.
Jaws is one of the villains. He has like the metal teeth, and there's a scene where he smiles at a little girl, and the little girl smiles back, and she has like these giant braces on. So it's like they have a connection. So now they're saying that scene never happened, and then when she smiles, it's just her teeth are normal. So like in the context of even like that happening in a scene, the point of that scene is for them to have a shared moment together. And now you watch the movie, and it doesn't exist anymore.
So I did watch something very recently, actually last week. So there's an episode of I think it was Family Matters, or maybe it was A Different World. Anyway, so it was actually Cosby Show.
Lou,
so
I'm at 1%. I'm sorry, I just wanted to before.
All right, I might have to talk to myself, but basically the scene, it goes one way that people remember, and the scene that's airing now is a different scene, and both scenes do exist, and a lot of these streaming shows are using alternative camera angles or alternative takes for whatever fucking reason. So there is some of that, but I don't really think that falls in the Mandela effect.
One, I know what you're saying though, Lou. But then there's like, but they're telling you no, that never happened. Like that's what I hate about that. Like, okay, maybe there's something that exists of like an old footage of something, but then the people come out and go, nope, that never that scene never happened.
But it's not people in authority. It's just like other people arguing with other people on the internet. If like the government was like, nope, you're wrong about this, I'd be like, okay, what are they hiding? But it's just other people on Reddit fighting with other people on Reddit about what's real.
But then there's even like the director could even come out, or someone who made the movie was like, yeah, that scene didn't exist, and it just like on the TV version it was different. But like, it's like people now, it's like, nope, that scene does not exist. That never existed.
But the way I feel is back then tapes existed, maybe not DVDs, but VHSs. Pull up that scene, and that's the only way to seal the proof. Everything else is just fuzzy memories and just opinions until there's like physical evidence. Like,
right.
Just show me a fucking thing.
Go back to Dimension A and Dimension B. Like, we can't go to Dimension A because now we're in Dimension B, and now we got to deal with you guys fucking being skeptical about it. Like, we not saying there's two dimensions when we know there's two dimensions, and then I don't even know what A is and B is anymore. Is there a C? Is there a D? I have no idea.
Us and our pesky requirements for evidence. God damn it, science.
Well, ponder that later, guys. We got to go.
Kevin's about to lose his fucking battery because he's a piece of shit. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, see you next time.
What, do you think Mandela doesn't know what's popping on the streets?